Okay, so I'm joined here with CAO of Oxford County, Peter Crockett. Peter, you're going to give us a little bit of a preview about the Oxford County budget for tomorrow. What can you tell us?
Well, the draft budget we've put in front of council is essentially maintaining and sustaining the services that we've got, protecting our infrastructure as we go forward. It is a 2% increase in our gross budget. It results in effectively a zero tax increase with growth taken into account. The the net impact for a house of $200,000 assessment is a reduction of about $2. So it's effectively zero from a tax perspective and an overall budget increase of 2%.
Are people going to be happy about this?
I think so. It's a responsible budget. It is taking into account the pressures that we've got from a financial standpoint, at the same time recognizing that it's the public dollar that we're spending. We're being prudent with it and ensuring that our services are maintained and that we are also looking to the future and making sure that our infrastructure is protected as well.
What are some of the pressures that were faced by Oxford County this year?
There's a number of pressures, obviously cost of living and the ongoing costs, whether it's electrical costs, gas costs, those sort of things that are commodities and you don't really have control of the cost per se. You can manage what you use, and we're doing some of that as well. To not knowing what winter's going to bring. We look at last winter and who knows, today there's nothing out there, but who knows what's going to bring in the next few days. So we need to anticipate things like that. Pressures from the province in terms of the kind of funding we get for whether it's long-term care, public health, or our Ontario Works programs and so on, trying to manage all of those pressures and at the same time recognizing that the community wants us to deliver the services that we deliver and be there when they go to use those services.
Now, have there been a lot of cutbacks in provincial funding?
Our struggle is particularly on the long-term care side. We believe that the long-term care needs more provincial funding, that the funding formula that the province has is difficult at best to work within, that it isn't enough. We maintain the operation. Woodingford, at the end of the day, has got a net cost to us. We think that the province should be picking up more, and we need to do more to continue to deal with the cost of all of our services.
Now, you mentioned snow removal, and right now you're sitting at above or under budget?
Right about at. If we can get through December, I think we're okay. I can't see the latest numbers. But again, it all depends on what happens, and the bottom line is we'll deal with what happens from a weather standpoint, and then we'll figure out. That's what we have reserves for. That's what we have a strong financial background for, is to be able to deal with the things that do come our way.
Now, if you could explain to the citizens of Oxford County about going over budget, is it a big deal when it comes to snow removal, or is this pretty typical?
When you look at things like snow removal, at the end of the day, we deliver the service that's necessary to meet what happens from a climate standpoint. We will manage it from a financial standpoint. I would never say that it's not a big deal. We need to manage the financial piece of it. We do have reserves to help us to stabilize that and deal with the fact that we will deal with what Mother Nature throws our way.
Is there anything else that you would like to add about this upcoming budget that the people of Oxford County should be aware of?
I think the key thing from our standpoint is we're about a $200 million operation, a little over $200 million. Out of all of the revenues that we collect a little over $50 million in property taxes. And that translates down to about, for every 200,000 of residential, about $1,000 per year. We believe we give good value. We believe the budget demonstrates that we give good value for the services. Encourage the public, take a look at our budget, take a look at the information we've got on our website, and see more about what we do and challenge that we do in fact provide good value for the money.
Thank you very much, Peter. I appreciate